everyone I've spoken to have said Wicked is a 10 out of 10. And I have seen Gladiator, and I rated that 5.
Oh.
I was not impressed. Have you seen it, Flick? God, what's going on?
Which
Are you
one?
guys asleep?
We're too busy with
You
this.
guys
Yes,
are too
we do
busy.
the TV.
These are TV people.
Not a movie.
They don't go out to the cinema.
No. But I've loved the original Gladiator movie, and this is the other thing is that people that watch the original Gladiator movie, that's like 30 years ago. So you're trying to get people that are aged 18 to 30, who probably make up quite a lot of people that go to cinema now. You're trying to get them into the cinemas on the basis of a film that they've never seen. So whereas Wicked, like millions of kids around the world have probably gone to see Wicked in the last, 10 years. It's a hugely popular stage show. So then they're going to go and see the big screen version of that. But, so Wicked has an instant fan base.
I just think it's no surprise because obviously we all knew that Barbie came out victorious in the Barbenheimer when it was Barbie and Oppenheimer up against each other. And there's no surprise to me that the feel-good, family-friendly musical...
Yeah, you're right. And it's kind of a marketing play because, as you say, there is that age limit on Gladiators, so you do miss out on that pool of viewers.
Yeah.
And then Wicked everyone can see because, it has captured kind of generational viewers. And so when the three of us actually go see it, we can give it more of a review. But what we can weigh into is kind of the headlines surrounding the movie. And what we saw this week was the salaries being leaked online. And I want to get your thoughts on this because basically it was alleged in a report this week that Ariana Grande got paid $15 million US for the first movie, and that Cynthia got paid $1 million. Jonathan Bailey got $400,000 or something. And that is quite a disparity between Ariana and Cynthia, who play, I guess, co-leads of the film. But then Universal came out and said, hey, that's not true. They got paid the same number. Now, didn't disclose what that number was, but what did you guys think about this? Do we reckon this is true?
I think that it would be a really bad look for them if they had paid them different amounts. But just being really objective here.
Oh, wait for it.
Yeah, what?
If you
Brace
are looking
yourself.
at a film, Ariana Grande is obviously your biggest name on that billing, right? And we know that the biggest name always gets the most money.
Yeah.
I don't think that Cynthia would have been shocked to be paid less than Ariana. But then I do believe that one of the narratives that came out about it was that, yes, but Alphabet is a much bigger role. So whilst, for example, just look at this objectively, Ariana's time is worth a lot more than Cynthia's. She can sell out tours and earn billions of dollars. Cynthia, slightly different on the West End and so on, all that kind of thing. But she's doing so much more in that film than Ariana. So that's how it balances out, I think.
But can I just make a point here? Would you feel like, how would you feel if Ariana was a man?
Oh my God, Rod, you've already gone there.
Raging,
Just
obviously.
saying. And poor old
How
Jonathan
would I
Bailey
feel?
on
No,
peanuts
do you
of
know what?
450
I
grand.
agree. That actually stuck with me the most. If
Just
he
saying.
did get paid $450,000, I would be a bit.
Yeah, but
I'm
to
not
be fair,
sure.
it is a lower role,
Yeah.
a lesser role. But what I would say is that you could also argue Jonathan Bailey's got quite. He's done what, 3 series of Bridgerton?
Yeah,
and I'm
he's done
straying
3,
back into
and
Flick's
he
territory.
was the lead of the third. I'm actually on your page, Flick, because yes, Cynthia is a huge name in the Broadway game, especially. But Ariana is she is universally known across multiple different kind of industry.
360 artist.
She's an actor, she's a singer, she's a dancer. She was a Nickelodeon child star. She's a very well-known singer. She's a very well-known actress. What made me laugh about this is in one of the interviews she says she's always wanted to be in Wicked. It's her dream role. And she goes, I would do it for free. And then the article comes out, 15 million.
Yeah.
Go on then, give all that money to charity then, Ariana.
So to flip this question on its head, do you think that it is the right thing to do for them to both be paid the same amount of money? Because you could say, okay, it's a bit much to be paid 15 million on the one hand and 1 million on the other. But do you think that they should have been paid the same amount?
Look, I think from a perspective, and this is going to get quite political, this answer, I think from a perspective of closing the gender pay gap or just equal pay in general, it is the right thing to do because it sets that precedent for going forward for roles where two women or a man and a woman are playing, co-leads of a film. I think it does set that precedent with production companies in a general sense. But she is one of the biggest stars in the world. And for her to take time off, doing another album, we know that she did an album during that process, but everyone knows that movie took a really long time because they filmed 2, right?
Yeah, and the next one's coming out next November, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then your man, Jeff Goldblum, he's got paid, what is it, £2 million, according to this report.
Well, that's the thing that I think is that pretty much most of the time, unless you're reading about it in the Sun newspaper, who have remarkable sources here, these figures are usually not right. What I have to say I've loved on the internet, though, about Wicked is all of these absolutely batshit crazy interviews.
Oh yes, we have to finish that segment with that. What the emotion that is running rife with the Wicked cast is, it is too good to not talk about in every conversation that you have with anyone walking past you, because why are these people so emotional? I mean,
I'm now questioning all of my interview techniques and thinking, if
you're going to
I
be
am not
changing your game.
reducing people to sobbing,
Flick,
crying,
you need to work
throwing
on that.
up, then
When's your next junket?
I'm interviewing a household name tomorrow, and if she's not sobbing,
Household
then
name.
I don't even know who it is actually. Can you even say, or is it embargoed?
it's top secret.
Oh, it's top secret. You're like, it's Britney. You're like, it's Britney Spears. If you don't get Britney Spears,
it's Ariana Grande.
Can you find out how much she actually got paid then, please? That would be fantastic.
You're like, question 1, what was your pay?
I'm on the case. I just think it's amazing, and that's what I love TikTok for. So we're we're paper journalists, and now we're in this whole new world of online and that kind of thing. But these TikTok interviews just go to a whole nother level.
Agreed.
And I'm obsessed with it.
I agree, and I'm kind of just like, when did the reporters get the memo to approach the interviews on such an emotional scale? like one of the I'm not even putting them all together because I'm seeing them individually, but one of the reporters is just talks about something and then just goes, what do the two of you mean to each other? And then it's like, what? Like, when do you see that happening? And then they just start crying.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want to stop the world and get off at the minute. You know what I mean? It's like, this is a world where we can't have people saying nasty things on Strictly, and people are like breaking down in tears conducting interviews. The world's just gone nuts.
I wonder if it's a byproduct of those years that we spent locked down.
It could be that. I mean, is this just a product of the Gen Z crowd? I don't know. What do we think?
Rod's back with the woke chat.
I'm sorry, but come on.
Rod's like, this generation.
No, but Flick, can you imagine if we went into an interview and just started asking questions like that and breaking down in tears? Do you know what I mean?
I'm busy like, who are you dating, for God's sake?
I think the other thing is that it kind of I know this is a very boring thing to say, but it kind of breaks the golden rule that if you're the person interviewing somebody, it's not really about you.
No.
It's you're trying to, especially for print, is that you're trying to get something for the reader. But when you make it about you suddenly just sit there and roll your eyes and think, oh,
you're not meant to be the story, but that's exactly what's happened with this, is that the reporter's questioning as opposed to, I guess, really the premise of the answer has become the story. Everyone's just waiting for the tears to drop, and it's not just those 1 or 2 times. Like, this has been happening.
Imagine though if they're completely just punking us, and they were like, "Shall we, for this whole press tour,
wait, is this
cry as many times as possible?"
Gosh, Flick, you're absolutely right. They've literally said, "How about we don't worry, darling, this, and let's make this entire press tour."
But wait, I was kind of half thinking that that's exactly what this was. That it was like, is this 100% sincere then?
Give
Honestly,
that PR person an absolute raise. Get them into Virgin Radio. Let's get this PR person in here.
And forgive me, I'm the person that's not au fait with this. Are the reactions of the actual stars? What are they like? Are they kind of like stunned? Are they amused? Are they bewildered?
No, they're sobbing too.
Oh no!
Robbie. They're like clinging onto each other's.
Yeah, why are they doing that? By the way,
fingernails.
I find that quite weird.
But not Jonathan Bailey and Jeff, surely they even
No, I think they're out
the girl.
of it. It's the girlies. The holding of hands is quite weird because it's just holding, as you said, Flick, it's just like holding acrylic nails.
Yeah.
Must be like grabbing
That's not
a
how
bunch
we
of
hold
twigs.
hands.
Yeah, because you guys, as I disclosed earlier in the interview, you two hold hands at your desk.
That's so
all
weird, like a
day.
weird ring of roses around our desks every day. Because you sort of sit opposite each other as well, so it would be rather strange.
You guys need all the support to get through the day. You two, we're going to finish with some fresh Spice Girls news, and Rod's going to walk us through what the update is with these former, well, I guess they're not former, but they're former girl band that are now all famous, equally famous, but there's word on the street that they could be, back in the limelight over one project.
Well, the story is actually that is not happening because basically there was news by our great colleague Ellie Henman that basically they were going to do a TV drama based on their life, and it was all sort of in the works. But then Jerry, who they suspect might be doing her own TV show, threw a spanner in the works, and it isn't now happening. But we were saying how amazing this would be because Spice Girls have done a movie, obviously they've done music, tours, blah 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 blah. The one thing that they haven't had done is the story of their lives.
Yeah.
And let's face it, whether you're a Spice Girls fan or not, every one of us would watch that.
Yeah,
I know
I
would
agree.
watch it. We would have to watch that. But you would watch that. So the idea that came so close to happening and then didn't happen is just quite
So is it
agonizing.
completely off the cards now?
Well, yeah, so it seems. But look, I might be one of those things where you say never. In 10 years' time, they might say, okay, we've got a tax bill to pay and a new house to buy.
Yeah, I mean, people never thought they'd tour again.
No.
And then they needed some money.
I mean, that is what happens, right? They just need it.
Yeah. But I just think this drama would be absolutely incredible because there's so many things about the Spice. These were
they're secretive.
Five amazing women who
Yeah.
spent 24/7 together, and even just little nuggets that we know about them. Like, for example, one of the reasons why they fell out, I found about this the other day, and it just absolutely sent me, is because Mel B dressed up as Posh Spice for Halloween.
What?
And Victoria was really annoyed about this.
Why?
Because she was like, you're taking the mickey out of me. And Mel B,
It's
of course, was like,
hilarious.
it's just a little black dress, Victoria. What's wrong with you?
Oh my God, who? You guys would obviously know more than me, but who has the biggest beef? Who is alleged to have the biggest beef?
It's Mel B and Jerry, or rather Jerry and Mel B, because Mel B went on Piers Morgan's Life Stories and revealed that they'd had some lesbian encounter.
Of course.
And she's never quite forgiven her for that because I think Jerry, since she's
for the
married,
encounter or for the revelation?
well, no, because I think it was a mutual thing, but the fact that she revealed it on national TV, I mean, you wouldn't be thrilled, would you?
No, and you'd be like, sorry, if that did happen, I'm obviously not wanting the world to know, otherwise they would have known.
But also Jerry's trying to put forward an image of herself as this kind of, she's now married to Christian Horn,
Yeah.
and she's sort of slightly lady of the manor.
Martha
And
Stewart.
he's
Ginger
got
Spice
his
is
own.
long
He has his
gone.
own scandals, so she's needing to play happy wife at this stage.
Yeah, so she has this beef with her, and apparently this is an ongoing beef. And then there's also the whole thing about like Victoria didn't tour with the rest of the Spice Girls, but she did get paid £1 million from their royalties, even though she didn't sing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean that's part and parcel of the fact. At the end of the day, she is and was a Spice Girl.
Of course, but still.
But
She did sing one line once.
yeah. No, but she didn't sing a word on the tour. She didn't sing a word on the tour. And then when they divvied up all the royalties, because she's due to it, that's part and parcel of the deal.
Yeah.
She got close to £1 million, and she didn't sing a word.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm really hoping that this actually comes off and there's more juicy details because this is the most I've even heard of them in years. I never hear any gossip about the five of these superstars, but. Rod McPhee and Flick Cross, this has been an absolute pleasure having you two in the studio with me. Just